You have been lied to. You have been gaslit into believing that your ambition is a sin. You feel the hunger to build, to earn, to conquer, but a voice in the back of your head tells you that to be good or spiritual, you must be poor and passive. This internal civil war is destroying your potential. If you kill your ambition, you become a zombie. If you follow it blindly, you become a monster. There is a third option. If you do not learn the protocol of aligned desire today, you will spend the rest of your life pressing the gas and the brake at the same time, burning out your engine without moving an inch. You are likely suffering from success guilt. You make money, but you feel empty. Or you want to make money, but you self-sabotage because deep down, you think wealthy people are corrupt. You read the books on minimalism and try to suppress your cravings. It failed. It failed. It failed because you are fighting your biology. The Vedas do not ask you to be a stone. They ask you to be a channel. We are going to dismantle the spiritual poverty trap. We are going to look at the specific psychological framework from the Bhagavad Gita that validates your drive to win. We will cover the biology of ambition, the concept of Dharma-Aviruddha Kama, and finally, the ecosystem audit, a 3-step test to know instantly if your goal is fueled by inspiration or desperation. Let's look at the modern failure. Society feeds us a binary narrative. On one side, we have hustle culture, the worship of money at the cost of your soul, your sleep, and your family. On the other side, we have New Age spirituality, the idea that desire is the root of all evil, and you should just manifest peace while doing nothing. Both are traps. If you choose pure hustle, you enter the hedonic treadmill. You get the car, the spike of dopamine hits, it fades in 3 weeks, and you need a better car. You are running on a hamster wheel. If you choose pure renunciation, you enter spiritual bypassing. You use spirituality as an excuse to be lazy. You say, I am detached, when really, you are just afraid of failure. You cannot feed the poor if you are one of them. You cannot fight injustice if you have no resources. Money is frozen energy. It is power, and power is neutral. The Gita was delivered on a battlefield, not in a cave. Arjuna was the greatest warrior of his time. He was a man of high performance. His crisis wasn't that he wanted to win. His crisis was that he didn't know why he was fighting. When you repress your natural drive to achieve, you create a shadow self. That repressed energy doesn't disappear. It turns inward. It becomes anxiety, irritability, and passive aggressiveness. You become the nice guy who is secretly bitter. The ancient wisdom is not about castration of the will. It is about the orientation of the will. Think of a river. If you dam the river completely, it will eventually explode and flood the village. That is repression. If you let it run wild, it erodes the banks and destroys the crops. That is unbridled greed. But if you build a canal, you direct that massive force to turn a turbine and generate electricity. That is the Gita's approach to ambition. We are not here to stop the water. We are here to build the turbine. Here is the unlock. This is the concept that changes everything. In the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, verse 11, Krishna makes a statement that contradicts almost everything you've been told about holy behavior. He says, Dharma-Aviruddha Kama. I am the strength of the strong, devoid of passion and attachment. In all beings, I am the desire that is not contrary to Dharma. Read that again. The Supreme Intelligence, the source of all existence, says, I am desire. He does not say, I am the absence of desire. He says he is the desire itself. If that desire is aligned with Dharma, duty, cosmic law, this is Dharma-Aviruddha Kama. This means your ambition to build a business, to pass that exam, to get fit, or to make millions is not just okay. It is divine energy flowing through you, provided it passes one specific filter: non-contradiction to Dharma. What is Dharma in this context? It is the ecosystem health. If your desire destroys the ecosystem, if it relies on exploiting others, destroying your health, or deceiving people, it is adharma. That is the cancer cell. The cancer cell grows for its own sake, kills the host, and eventually kills itself. That is greed. But if your desire serves the ecosystem, if your product solves a painful problem, if your success employs families, if your wealth allows you to protect the weak, then that desire is Dharma. It is a high-performance protocol. When you realize this, the guilt evaporates. You stop driving with the parking brake on. You realize that your need to win is actually a need to serve that has been misinterpreted by your ego. Psychologically, this shifts you from ego drive to mission drive. Ego drive is exhausting because it is based on insecurity. You are trying to prove you are enough. Mission drive is limitless because it is based on contribution. You are just the vessel for the work that needs to be done. When you operate from Dharma-Aviruddha Kama, you enter a flow state. You aren't distracted by what will people think, because it's not about you anymore. It's about the mission. The friction validates the function. If you are ready to stop apologizing for your fire and start using it to warm the world, I need you to commit right now. Comment the word unstoppable below. Tell the algorithm and tell yourself that you are done with the guilt. Let me see who the real warriors are in the comments. Now we move from philosophy to sadhana, practice. How do you know, practically, if your desire is Dharma, aligned, or Kama, mere lust? You are going to run the Trinity audit on your primary goal right now. If you are chasing a promotion, a business target, or a rank in an exam, ask these 3 questions. You must get a no on the first 2 and a yes on the third. Does achieving this goal require the permanent destruction of my physical or mental infrastructure? Note the word permanent. Hard work is required. Stress is inevitable. But if the method requires you to sacrifice your sleep chronically, ruin your spine, or destroy your sanity, it is adharma. You are the instrument. If you break the instrument, you cannot play the music. That is not ambition. That is bad strategy. Does my win require someone else's unfair loss? Competition is fine. Being better than others is fine. But deception, theft, or manipulation is a violation of the ecosystem. If you have to lie to sell it, it's not Dharma-Aviruddha. It's a trap that will snap back on you later. If I succeed, does the system improve? If you become rich, does your family get safer? If you build the company, does the market get a better solution? If you crack the exam, does the nation get a better administrator? If you pass this audit, no self-destruction, no exploitation, high contribution. Then you have a moral obligation to chase that goal with everything you have. To hold back now would be the sin. To be lazy now would be disrespect to the potential placed inside you. Floor the gas. Here is the final truth to take with you. Money and success are magnifiers. They do not change who you are. They reveal who you are. If you are a generous person, money makes you a philanthropist. If you are a jerk, money makes you a tyrant. So, do not be afraid of the magnifier. Work on the person being magnified. You now have the license to achieve. You have the philosophy. But as you pursue this path, you will face the next great enemy. Not guilt, but turbulence. You will face highs and lows, victories and defeats. If you don't know how to handle the emotional spikes of the journey, you will crash the car, no matter how good the engine is. You need to know how to manage the mind when the pressure hits. Click here to watch the video on the Gita's protocol for emotional regulation. It is the steering wheel you need for this speed. Shanti.